When will the education system change? When will the education system and the medical institutions that fund these damn universities start recognizing that carnivore isn't a fad diet and that low carb isn't going to kill you? When is it going to happen? Of course, that's a rhetorical question because I don't think it ever will. But why am I saying this? Well, my friend has been sending me over the last few weeks some pictures of what he is encountering in his classes that he teaches, actually, in university when it comes to the quizzes that they encounter. So let's take a look at one of these. Okay, I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm going to show it up on the screen here. Suzanne is following a fad diet. She has started to experience low energy during her workouts, and on a recent trip to the doctor, she found out she has high cholesterol. Which fad diet is Suzanne most likely following? And then the options are low carbohydrate, low fat, fasting, diuretics. Okay, so notice a problem here. Put aside the obvious. Put aside the obvious problems. Carnivore, low carbs, a fad diet. By the way, notice they don't even say carnivore. All low carbohydrate diets, they're all fad diets. All of them. Okay. So that's the obvious fad diet, high cholesterol, as if that's a problem. We already know all that. Okay. But notice what else they put in this 4-letter, option list to select from. They don't just put low carbohydrate. They put fasting. Fasting isn't a diet. But I know this is a little bit of a reach because technically fasting is the false answer. So it's incorrect. It could just be one of the distractors. It's not even designed to have any integrity behind it. But still, fasting, it wouldn't surprise me. Knowing what they believe, they think that you should be eating every 3 hours until you go to sleep, and then you go 8 hours or so without eating, and then you wake up starving because, you haven't eaten and you haven't been eating. Might as well just put an IV drip into your damn arm and be fed all day, 24/7. Okay. Anyway, diuretics here. Okay. And of course, my friend puts the note on here, disgusting excuse for education. Because it is. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. What else do we have here? Ingredients, beef patty. So this isn't even a quiz, okay? This isn't even a quiz, but it pertains to it represents what they believe is acceptable food. Ingredients, beef patty. Ground beef, not more than 20% fat. Well, I guess that's not... Wait, whoa. Not more than 20% fat. Yeah. Okay, so at least that's 80-20, right? They say 80-20 is acceptable. Water, textured vegetable protein product, soy protein concentrate, caramel color, dextrose, potassium phosphates, natural flavors, light sea salt, so salt and potassium chloride, and caramel color again. What? Are you out of your mind? And then you've got the yellow American cheese slice here. Is this their menu? I don't even know what this is. But I'm getting sent this. What's the most recent one? Some people think that a low carbohydrate diet is healthy. Which of the following statements is the most likely reason for that fallacy? If you want another reason, if you want an excuse, if there weren't enough excuses to go to medical school or any university, generally speaking, but also if you just were looking for specific reasons, like give an exact, not just an exact reason, but a specific example of the reason, here are some. This man goes to school at a place that is about an hour and a half away from me. Okay? Hour and a half away. Less than that, I think. Slightly. This is a reason. You have to spend tens of thousands of dollars to go to university. You want to know why that is, by the way? Well, artificially inflate the demand for education by giving out a bunch of degrees that aren't going to be conducive to getting you jobs. You just produce a bunch of degrees that don't mean anything that you then tell people is going to allow them to get a job. Then you have the government pay for them while the supply of seats stays the same. So you artificially inflate the demand that way, and the prices just go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And then people are saddled with a bunch of debt for years and years, sometimes the rest of their lives, because they can't actually get a job with the education that they acquired. Because it's not education, unless you went into the STEM field, in which case you have a higher probability of doing so. But that's why. And the integrity and the veracity of the information, as the prices go up, just keeps going down. Okay? This is one of the reasons why we have our accreditation program. It's for an incomprehensibly small fraction of the funding required for something that you can actually use with higher quality education than you will ever require in university. I've contributed multiple modules to this program, and it actually allows you to have a career path. You become internationally accredited and nationally accredited. We have 2 national accreditations. We have 2 international accreditations so that you can more effectively, and we're actually working on a 5th one that no other carnivore program actually has. And we have we will be providing you with the Facebook communities that we own. We own the largest carnivore Facebook community ever, with over 500,000 people in it. Okay, we have another one that has about 150,000 people in it. We have another community just for the coaches themselves. If you want to become a coach to actually help people and provide to the coaching space and make it better and higher quality and make authority mean something again, description below. That's where I refer everyone to first. But this is why we've done so, because you are seeing what you're actually getting right there. I'm going to spend tens of thousands of dollars for a plaque so that I can get employed. Or not, actually. I just go and I was just bilked for my money. I spent tens of thousands of dollars and I'm never making it back. This is why you have a bunch of college graduates working minimum wage jobs in some cases, or barely more than minimum wage, because you've devalued education. That's what they've done, economically speaking. They've devalued education. So now employers look at that. They used to look at it and go, "Oh, well, we can look at high school graduates for the jobs at minimum wage, for our minimum wage job positions." And then whenever you devalue college graduate degrees, what you do is then you completely force high school graduates out of the market, because now the norm is college educated. Stick them in there because you've devalued it. So now college graduates are not actually going for higher jobs, because employers recognize, oh, actually these college graduates aren't getting good education at all. They're not. If you get a business degree, you don't just magically know business. You have to actually practice the field. You have to work in it. You don't just get handed jobs. University gets this entirely backwards. They get it entirely backwards. The world gets it entirely backwards. Oh, you learn all this information and then you go to the market. No, you go into the market and you learn the market and you learn the tools along the way. That's what you do. It's opposite. You start doing the things first and then learning along the way and then providing value to people later on afterwards. That's what you do. You don't go to university first, which is learning the stuff first and then practicing it. No, you practice to learn. You don't learn to practice. Okay, but this is a big problem. A big problem. That is egregiously wrong. Even someone that doesn't know as much as you and I do about diet and health, I think they'd understand that something's wrong with that. Maybe not. I mean, hell, there's plenty of vegan doctors online that don't. They're parroting the same nonsense. Oh, carnivore, low carb, it's a fad diet. You got Kevin of Hair Cafe. You know, talk about someone that he does come across in terms of his affects smarter than he actually is, way smarter than he actually is. Because, oh my gosh, he's an idiot, isn't he? Hey, Kevin, are you watching? You watching, Kevin? Oh, me, the provocateur. Edward Gogi, the provocateur. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, big problem. This is why we've done what we've done. I didn't even realize I was going to talk about that, but yeah, it came up naturally, didn't it? If you want to do that, if you actually recognize the value that that's going to provide you, if you want to know if you're a good fit for the program, description below. description below. So that is why I touch on this. We still have a long way to go. Until we start changing the education system and what they're teaching, you can't sit back and take a deep breath, or you can't take a sigh of relief, okay? And by the way, even when the education changes, you still shouldn't do that. Never, ever get complacent. Ever! So, if you enjoyed this video, or if you recognize the truth in this and you think this is valuable information, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed to me, are you a university professor? Are you the professor of that class? If not, why are you acting like them? Do you want to act like them? Do you want to make their decisions? The same decisions they would? I don't think so. So leave a like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And yeah, if you're curious to learn about our coaching program so that you can become certified and therefore more easily acquire insurance and have more ready access to medical professionals of your clientele and communication with them, and you want to make authority mean something, description below. That is where I will send you. So, with that said, join me next time whenever we are reacting to more nonsense online, or not even online, but in interpersonal communication. Because it is so real that even my own friends are sending me what they're withstanding and what they're encountering. This isn't some abstract concept. This isn't fake. This isn't theater. This is reality. So, Edward GPT. I'll see you in the next one. For June only, I'm offering a limited number of quick one-on-one troubleshooting calls for anyone having challenges with a keto, carnivore, species-appropriate diet. It could be cravings, digestion, poor energy. Maybe things just haven't worked for you yet. These are short, sharp, focused troubleshooting calls. You tell me what you're doing, what problems you're having, and what you want to achieve. We'll quickly get to the meat of the matter so you're clear on the next logical step. Please note, these won't be open indefinitely. I'm only taking bookings for the month of June, keeping the calls to 20 minutes as a trial run at a modest price. If this sounds like something that could help you, the link is in the description. Book the call and we'll get it fixed. Guaranteed.